We begin with this scary sight. A century-old marquee for the St. George Hotel in Brooklyn Heights crashed down onto the sidewalk right over the entrance to a subway station. Thankfully, nobody was hurt. Good evening, I'm Joe Torres.
And I'm Tanya Rivero. The Clark Street subway station remains closed in the wake of that collapse. Work crews have been out tonight boarding up entrances to the station. The collapse happened this morning, thankfully during a time of less foot traffic than on a normal weekday.
Tonight, one city councilman says he raised concerns about the building's lack of maintenance prior to today's collapse. In fact, the head of New York City Transit was there to see the conditions for himself a few days ago.
Eyewitness News reporter Sonia Rincon is in Brooklyn Heights with more. Sonia.
Tanya and Joe, it's a good thing this part of Brooklyn has lots of subway options because the Clark Street station is now closed with vacate orders. Both of its entrances had marquees over them that used to be part of the old Hotel St. George. The bigger of the two marquees on Henry Street came crashing down this morning, and the investigation has to determine what kind of shape this other one is in. The collapse happened suddenly on a calm, clear morning. No bad weather. And it's Sunday, no weekday commuters.
It makes me feel really unsafe. I mean, nobody got hurt. It was at 7 o'clock in the morning that it happened, but it could have happened at any time.
Neighbors looking at the collapsed relic of the old St. George Hotel are wondering if this could have been prevented. And the MTA and Buildings Department are not taking chances, closing off the entrance below the building's second, smaller marquee.
I'm just hopeful that we can, take advantage of this moment to start improving conditions at Clark Street.
City Council member Lincoln Ressler, who shared this stunning video of the collapse from Cadman Tower security footage, says he's been trying to get the landlord to do a better job of maintaining the part of the building that is the subway station.
It's grimy. It's very rarely cleaned. And we have a number of small businesses that are based in that space. It's often so hot that they struggle to even stay open on the warmest days of the summer. So this is not a landlord that has been investing or caring for or properly maintaining the Clark Street subway station. And, clearly they're not maintaining the exterior of the building either.
He says the MTA made this maintenance agreement with the St. George when it opened in 1915. But that a company called EHS, Educational Housing Services, is now responsible for the 12-story building that became college dorms for city schools like Pratt and Pace. Thankfully, their entrance is separate.
We actually just moved out, so, we're like joking. We were the foundation of this place,
Tonight, EHS tells us it's just a tenant of the building and is as concerned as everyone else. Most neighbors weren't concerned about the marquee until now.
Never gave it a thought. This is the entrance, not this minute, to the 2-3 subway line. And the first thing I thought of when I passed here was, oh no, I need the train tomorrow morning. It better be back.
Not until the investigation is done with the fallen marquee and the other one is secure. The Buildings Department says it found a poorly maintained structural beam. It's easy to see how badly rusted it was.
I'm just so grateful that we avoided a catastrophe today. If that marquee had fallen on any other day at 7 a.m., we would have lost neighbors.
And neighbors did wonder if the collapse had anything to do with the mild earthquake. Now, that seems unlikely since it did withstand constant subway rumbling for more than 100 years. Not only did this happen right after an earthquake, a day after an earthquake, it happened 2 days after the president of New York City Transit visited to see the poor conditions of the Clark Street subway station. The property owner has now been hit with 2 violations for failing to maintain the building. We're live in Brooklyn Heights. Sonia Rincon, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.